Now?
Yeah, right now.
Dude, we just got here.
Yeah. You 5 minutes late.
We just got here.
You 5 minutes late.
I wasn't the last one though, Sobs. I beat you by like half a second. Had
just half.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. What am I gonna do with you two?
I don't know. Tell me to stop taking naps on a Sunday, dude. I woke up and I was fucked up. I have no idea what happened. I honestly thought I was looking at another dimension when I woke up.
Is that daylight savings screwing you up there?
Oh, dude, it got me so good this morning. It got me so good. Sitting there like, cause I go coach children. I fucking hate children, but I go coach children now, and like I leave the house kind of like around like 10ish or so, and I wake up and I look at my phone. It's like 9:30. I'm like, no, it's not. I had no idea it was daylight savings.
I don't think anyone did. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to it.
Oh man, usually everyone's screaming at me about like daylight savings, and like over like the last 2 years, even the last two, no one has said anything. So like when it happens, I'm just like, what? I'm like, thank goodness for smartphones, man, because if not, I definitely would have just dropped the ball on that. Definitely would have dropped the ball.
Let's see. All right. I'm good to go on my end, I do believe.
That is delicious. Good for me.
Hey, well, turn the gain up on your mic there a little bit. It's the far left knob.
Is Wild here? Cause
Yeah, I've been talking this entire time.
oh, I haven't heard you. I just heard you now, and you were creepily quiet.
How about now?
No, it was almost worse.
Pretty low.
Can you go into Discord and turn your mic up that way?
Ooh, there's another way. Hold on. How about now?
A little more?
Is that better?
A little more?
Ooh.
Hey.
How about now?
Oh, there. Yeah, that's good. All right. Let's get a balance check. All right. Wild, say something for me.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
A little bit more. A little more.
You might have to start yelling.
I mean, I can start yelling. That's not an issue.
All right, where are we at?
now?
All right, say something again.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Are we good? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right. I think I need to come in here, hit this, knock us down to like that. All right. And here we go. Hello, welcome to Griffcast, episode 75, the Mature Nerdy Podcast for immature people, the show where we talk about any and all things nerds, from video game, comic books, movies, computer technology, and or science. Welcome to the show. I am your host and King Neckbeard Griffmore. We've got most of the crew with us here tonight. Grizz might be joining us a bit late today. We have got the full crew. We'll go backwards here. We got my boy Wild.
You're
Solops Fanaround.
Hey.
And the Caramel Prince.
That is me. What's up, everybody?
How's everybody doing this week?
Doing all right, man. How about you guys?
doing pretty good. Can't complain.
I am tired.
It's good.
Always tired. That adulting thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, well.
I haven't done anything nerdy this week. I've just been like, yeah, nothing nerdy at all. I haven't played any.
Nothing at all?
No, man, I haven't played any video games at all. Haven't been watching anime.
Man.
Like in my free time, I'm just like, I started Modern Family, and that's basically it. That's all I've been doing. It's just been lazy, eating snacks, and watching Modern Family. I think I started on Sunday. I am almost on season 6, so I'm going pretty fucking quick.
Damn.
That's only like what 30-minute shows.
Yeah, but it's even the first season was like 24 episodes, so I mean, it's not short, but it's also not like incredibly long. It's not like 24 1-hour episodes.
Yeah.
If you ever Gary, man, I tell you.
See, I've played a little Destiny, a little Magic, and that's all I've done this week. Daughter's been sick since Friday or Thursday night.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're in the let's hope this gets better soon thing, because we're in the might need to go to hospital soon phase. But
No,
It's not good.
not the hospital phase.
yeah, not again. Yeah, so what about you, Salves? I haven't checked your list here, your playlist here recently.
I haven't really added anything recently. I've been kind of like on and off working on different things. I've got like maybe 10 tracks that I'm trying to like get together. I'm gonna like delete everything that's on my SoundCloud right now because I don't think it's all bad stuff that I've put on there, but honestly, it's just a bunch of random shit that I just like, hey, you know what, this sounds good. I'll put this on here. And if somebody listens to it, they listen to it. But I want to try and create like a playlist that has like a little more consistency to it in the general sense of like style and genre, things like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So still kind of working on that, but at the moment I've still got like, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 songs that are still just kind of sitting on there.
Oh, wow.
But eventually I'm just going to go delete them all and just kind of start over.
Okay. I mean, hey, if that gets you where you want to be, I'm going to have to go through and like find all the ones I like and download them.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I can always send you ones if you know the names of them.
But I'm actually thinking, like, should we do like a music segment? You know, talk about like bands, groups, or songs that have come out in the last week or so that we like.
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We could always do something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Hulu's starting to have a lot of band commercials and stuff, so I got those songs stuck in my head. I mean, they're not bad or anything. I mean,
Oh,
I listen to
Just
them.
little jingles.
there's a video I have to send to y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was speaking of bands, there was a guy that I did an install for, and he's in a band, and my man's ready for the apocalypse with the amount of firepower that this guy's got.
Wait, so how did you get there? You're like, oh, since we're talking about bands, I did an
Because
install for this guy. He's in a band, but he's got
But
so many
bro,
fucking guns.
Bro, when I tell you, like, bro has a freaking flamethrower, bro.
All right, so we got comments going on here.
Do people not naturally have a flamethrower? I mean, I can.
I mean,
behind times. I don't have one. I don't want to have one either, but I'm about to get one.
Hey, Wild.
Elon Musk has one.
Hold up, guys. Wild, turn yourself up.
Hey, can you hear me? Is it still not loud enough?
Yeah, we're getting comments saying can't hear Wild.
I'm gonna need you to grab your mic and to put it in your mouth when you speak.
Can I still not hear? Oh, let me do this. I'll do this way. All right. Yeah, that's all the way up. Everything's up.
Damn, and I got you cranked up all the way on my end too.
Oh well.
Is this going to be one of those things where I have to turn everybody else down and turn just everything up?
Perhaps.
It doesn't make any sense. Like when I say that everything is cranked up, it's cranked up.
Yeah, I get it. All right, let's see. Let's do this.
I don't believe you. Share your screen. Share your screen right now. I'm kidding. Don't share your screen. It's fine. You don't have to. We're not trying to see that. That side of your life. You're probably looking at something that's not right. We're family friendly. But this is the mature show. But we're also not trying to get
Let me
paid.
clear my browser history first.
All right, let's oh my goodness. Okay, hold on.
At least we now know that people like Wild and they want to hear Wild.
You know what?
Because if it was,
That's a
it's
very
nice to have a
true
fan,
statement. Very
Thank
true
you.
statement.
Thank you, Vera, for saying, we can't hear Wild and I want to hear Wild. Because we know if it was the other way around, I'm like, oh damn, I can't hear TCP. Good, that motherfucker needs to shut the fuck up.
I mean, I got this like magical mute button over here. Where's it at? It's boop. Now nobody can hear him. I'm just kidding. Anyway. But oh yeah, so like there's a song that came out within I want to say the last 2 weeks. It's called Hi Ren. It's by an artist called Ren, or that's his name. And it's a song all about his journey through mental illness throughout his entire life.
Ooh.
It's extremely well done. It covers several different genres, from several different forms of spoken poetry, several different forms of rap, and up to including rock, a little bit of punkish. I highly enjoyed it. It's one of those things as you're listening to like halfway through it, it's getting chills because of how intense the song was. Another one is by a band called Falling in Reverse. They have a new one out a couple of months ago. Watch the World Burn. Very intense song. Falling in Reverse is an interesting band. The lead singer, basically, I don't know what he did. I didn't follow him that much. All I basically know is that he got out of prison. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to make music, and that's what I'm going to do with my life. Got a band going, got it up and running, and that's what he's doing with his life and I'm just like, okay. He's got 2 songs that I really enjoy. They've got 2 songs that I really enjoy. It's Watch the World Burn and Popular Monster. Both of them. Popular Monster, once again, a song about mental illness, and I might have a theme going. Watch the World Burn, it's just a song about, like, what I got out of the song was more or less like, you need to kind of like stand up for yourself. Nobody else is going to do it. The world's burning down around us, and it's, nobody's going to fight for you. You got to fight for yourself. So
those are pretty valid points.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very much so.
He's got a very interesting style. Once again, he'll go through several iterations of hip hop, and he'll go from one style of hip hop to another style of hip hop to another style of hip hop to sounding like Good Charlotte to sounding like punk to doing death metal, all within one song, and the transitions are really good.
Interesting. That almost seems a little chaotic to me.
It does.
A little bit.
Yeah. There's a little bit of chaoticness to Watch the World Burn. Popular Monster is more of a cohesive song, but the transition style in Watch the World Burn is very well done. But hey, I'll put up a new channel up in Discord, and we'll have a music section.
Yeah, definitely not against that. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's jump into today's topics then. Let's see. We've got Jon Bernthal is back as the Punisher. This is old news, but new news for the podcast. Go ahead.
Wasn't he the one that played that? He was this series that was on TV.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah.
He's coming back. Yes.
Netflix Punisher is back.
I'm so
for Disney.
happy.
Yeah.
They had to. Like I don't think any of the community was going to let them hire a new Punisher and not give him the opportunity.
Yeah.
But I mean,
he did a bang up job as the Punisher. Not gonna cap.
Yeah. So
dude,
my thing on him was like, I hated when I heard that they casted him as the Punisher, but then like 2 episodes in, I'm like, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Everyone says that. Everyone, no matter who they announce as casting for like the new character or something, everyone's like, "Oh, that's a terrible choice. I can't see it." And then the person comes out and like, "I've been behind them the whole time. I love them."
Not me. Like at first,
I was behind Robert Pattinson the entire time. Everyone was like, "Oh, I can't believe they casted the dude from Twilight." I was like, negative. Do you know how many movies this dude has been in?
All right, so I'm going to say this about the Robert Pattinson Batman is that everybody including myself, was like, he's probably going to be a decent Bruce Wayne, but he's going to be a horrible Batman. The movie comes out, he's a horrible Bruce Wayne, an amazing Batman.
Yes, exactly. So, he has time to work on his Bruce Wayne if they give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed like he was trying to be too much like, what was the first Spider-Man? Can't remember his name. Tobey
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. He seemed like Tobey Maguire's Venom. Like, that's the kind of vibes I got off of his Bruce Wayne, and I'm just like, eh. And like, I'm the edgy emo kid. But yeah, Jon Bernthal's his Punisher. Like, at first I was like, no, please don't. Like, I hated his character in The Walking Dead. I never really liked his face, and then like he came in as the Punisher, and I'm like,
he's had some good roles. And his Walking Dead character was a little off.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's character in The Walking Dead was a little off, but
yeah. So he's had some other good roles, and he's been, you know, some funny comedic roles here and there too. It's just, I was like, give him a chance.
Yeah.
Give him a chance, and then of course he just goes.
I think honestly the best Punisher casting I've ever seen, and I can't remember the actor's name, but was in Punisher Warzone.
You're talking about was it Liev Schreiber?
Was that Liev Schreiber?
Who was Punisher Warzone? No, it wasn't. I know. I used to know his name. It's completely gone.
And honestly, that was a pretty good Punisher movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Ray Stevenson. I didn't know Ray Stevenson's name. Yeah.
But like all the way down to like, you know, fixing his broken nose with a pencil kind of thing. Like, it was great casting, great representation all around for the character.
Wait, I think I missed that part.
What's that?
He broke his nose or fixed his nose with a
pencil?
Yeah. Like in the Punisher Warzone movie, like, you know, after, you know, he's getting done kicking ass and all that, he grabs a pencil, shoves up his nose, and sets it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, it was pretty intense. It was pretty good all around though. That was a really good Punisher movie. It was just, it didn't get the AAA treatment that the original in the series got.
Yeah.
With what's his name?
Thomas Jane, who once again was another actor. I'm like, no, that's not Frank Castle. By the end of it, I'm like, all right, he was an okay Punisher. He wasn't the Punisher to me, but he was an okay Punisher. I mean, Grizz will probably eat me alive for that one, but he was a big Tom Jane fan. But yeah, so go
ahead.
I was just transitioning back to Jon Bernthal's. The only thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't seem that they're bringing back Deborah Ann Wall. They need to bring her back to play Karen Page. One, she's gorgeous. I'm in love with her. But two, she did a great job as Karen Page, and also like throughout the Punisher, like the entire Punisher's timeline on Netflix, by being his balance and, you know, like the down to earth character, like trying to bring him back on track, or just his balance to his just going off the deep end. She's like, hold on, Frank, just calm it down a little bit. He's like, all right, I'll do it your way for like 2 seconds. All right, that didn't work. Everyone's getting fucked up.
Yeah. And he is coming back in Daredevil. He's not coming back in his own show, and I'm kind of the one thing I'm worried about is he being overly Disneyfied.
Yeah, they overly Disneyfied. Daredevil a little bit in She-Hulk. I don't know. I think they will hear everyone's concerns, and because as far as I know, Daredevil Reborn, it's getting a mature rating.
It is, but it's like, is it a Disney mature rating?
I was about to say, like, is it a Disney mature rating? Because that ain't nothing.
I'm gonna give it a little bit of faith. They're letting Deadpool 3 do its thing and go off the rails. I think they're gonna let Daredevil come back and get away with whatever he wants to try to get away with.
I don't know. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see, because like, are they even gonna put Deadpool on Disney Plus?
They already have Deadpool on Disney Plus.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the PG-13 version, or is it the theatrical release?
It's the theatrical release for Deadpool 1 and 2. I'm pretty sure they are on Disney Plus along with Logan, and they have not been edited to any parts of my knowledge. Just like with Daredevil. They had the original series of Daredevil. The only parts that have been edited out of Daredevil is just when it would say produced by Netflix. That's the only thing that took out of it. Everything else is exactly the same. I think Luke Cage is on there still. On there too, showing titties.
All right, Disney. Disney's trying
Is Luke Cage still on there? I think Luke Cage is on there. Damn it, you better have me go look. Fucking assholes. Pretty sure Luke Cage is on there. And Luke Cage season 2 is just like, titties!
All right, so I did change a setting really quick. See if that sounds...
You do sound
Oh yeah, that's way better.
Way better? All right, perfect.
All right, next up we have Discord is now available on the PS5. I haven't played with this yet, so I don't know what's happening. Don't know if this is going to be good, bad, if it's actually cross-platform or not.
So I logged on, just to see if my PlayStation downloaded the update. It did. As soon as I turned it on, like the PlayStation was like, "Hey, would you like to log into Discord?" And I was like, "Yes, I would." So I logged into Discord, and I was like, "You have successfully logged into Discord." After I had to do some other stuff like on my phone or whatever to make sure I logged in, and then that was it. And then I had noticed zero difference after that. I also didn't try to dive into it too deeply, but I'm like, I don't see anywhere on the hub or the cross media bar to go to Discord, look at Discord or anything, and.
So it's on there, but it's not on there.
That's what I was about to say. So wait a minute. So you can't do anything with it?
Not yet, apparently.
Psych, PS5.
So I think like if you like go to someone's name and like try to start a voice chat with them, it'll be like, do you want to do Discord or whatever? It might do it that way, but like, I mean, other than that, I don't know. Like I didn't see an app to like try to use Discord. I even searched the store.
It would be nice if they also put it on the PS4, because I've got several friends that still play on the PS4, and
they're not going to do that.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, you really saw the struggle just to get it on PS5.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Xbox is like, yeah, we did that like 5 years ago.
You know, right?
I mean, it's just the way Sony is, though. Sony is almost as bad as Nintendo is. Like, no third-party priority systems at all. Meanwhile, Xbox is like, oh shit, you got something new for our console? Yeah, bring it out. We'll put it on there. All right, so Friday brought around Destiny 2's new raid for the new expansion that launched last Tuesday. So far it's down to mixed reviews. So Destiny does this thing where the first opening weekend, they have world's first race, and it's also under a thing called challenge mode, where it holds all players 20 levels under cap. So you go in there and everything is 20 levels higher than you. So it's challenge mode the opening weekend. A lot of people are enjoying it because, one, they kept the cap lower, so that way it's more accessible to more players. They actually had a record amount of people beat it already this weekend at over 100,000 people. Typically, it's somewhere around 10,000 people beat it the first weekend. So it's been made more accessible, but it's also getting backlash because apparently the YouTube tryhards and the Twitch streamers found it too easy, which is extremely interesting because they've overcranked the difficulty of everything else in the game.
But it's still too easy.
But the raid is too easy.
Can't make everybody happy.
I was about to say, you can't make everybody happy.
No,
everybody gonna be unhappy with something.
Yeah, you have the 1% elitists who are like, yeah, this is way too easy. This is the first time they beat a raid within the first 3 hours it launched. I don't know. I might actually get a raid group together and try to do this one because the loot in there is amazing. And
don't tempt me with a good time.
Huh?
Said don't tempt me with a good time.
Hey, gotta get you up, buddy. Gotta get you up. It's like, I've got 4. We need 2 more. All right, so this one was interesting news. Suicide Squad delayed again, and their release date is still the same as it was, but now they're saying later this year. And people who are in the business are like, yeah, no, it's not even going to be till next year, because apparently its testing was so bad that they just took it back to the drawing board. And
Wow.
yeah.
I didn't know. I saw it got delayed again. You know, from several posts and news articles and everything. I just kept scrolling. I was like, I don't even have time for you. I knew this was coming. I was just like,
He's just like, I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, what was the original release date? Was it April?
The original? You're talking about like the first release date, or you're talking about like
its official release date that it came out with recently? Was it April or August?
I think they were shooting for April. It's the last release date was April. One of the first release dates was like, you know, back in October, maybe even, you know, summer of last year. It was just
yeah. But yeah, apparently they just decided to scrap and just take it back to the
they had like a 15-minute live demo from PS5 for the PS5 State of Play, and everybody was just like, "Yo, take all your built-up anger and release it upon this game.
Yeah.
It does not deserve to I'm fucking it up. Oh well, you know what I'm saying.
Does not deserve to see the light of day.
That one.
Yeah. Hey, how did I get that right? I'm the dyslexic asshole.
You haven't practiced it 1,000 times.
I don't know. This is it's like, I mean, pushing it back for almost damn near a whole another year. That's going to be hard.
There are 3 games that they just need to quit. They just need to stop. They need to understand that these games aren't coming out. They're not going to be good when they do come out. They just need to give them up. Of course, we're talking about Suicide Squad, Dead Island 2, Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones. God,
Dead Island 2 is in a better state, though. Apparently, it's in a decent state. I've seen, you know, they've had some trailers and like some release gameplay footage, and it looks
playable.
It looks alright. Yeah, it looks playable. Looks alright. I don't know. A buddy of mine was like, you know, they're finally coming out with Dead Island 2. Do I buy it? And I was like, fuck no. I'm not. I buy a lot of games. Even I'm not risking my money on that one now. I've been burned too many times. I'm not gonna let that one get me. It's gonna be a strong rent, maybe.
Keeping GameFly in business.
I need to quit my GameFly. It's even if I just like be patient for a little bit, it comes to Xbox Game Pass within like 6 months.
It's like, is Game Pass is Game Pass kind of replacing GameFly at this point in time?
I think it is.
I mean, it's looking like it.
And I get to play it on PC too, where it's, you know, better in quality, better frames, better graphics.
So I got a kick out of this. They have announced the start of an Evil Dead animated show. And they've reached out to Bruce Campbell, and Bruce Campbell got super excited. He goes, you know what? My voice hasn't changed. I'm in. But apparently he's a little worried because Sam Raimi might not be able to come do it with him.
Oh, that would be disappointing.
Yeah. But I'm
behind the show. That'd be awesome.
Get OG Bruce Campbell Evil Dead as an animated show. And that's the one thing I love about animation is you're not limited to special effects in animation. You can do whatever the hell you want in animation.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and just take it off the rails. Just make some.
Mm-hmm. Like there's several book series that I read that, you know, I'm like, how would this transition to video? And I'm like, could Amazon do it? They got the money to do it. They don't have the willpower to do it. They won't do it right. So what could do this right? I'm thinking like the Dresden Files from Jim Butcher. So I'm going, you know what would do this? They did a fucking animated show. That would kill it. Because there's so much to do in that, and I just don't feel that a live action could do it justice. I mean, that's just my take on it. Not everything transfers over to live action the same, in my opinion. I mean,
many of situations have made that statement very true, that it does not transfer over to live at all.
Yeah. Anime does not, or manga does not transfer to live at all.
I'm sorry, but that Dragon Z.
No, we don't talk about that. That doesn't exist.
Oh, bro.
Same thing with the Shamalama Ding Dong Avatar.
Oh.
Like, those two things do not exist. All right.
Oh.
It wasn't even a twist. He fucking bent that fucker.
Oh, snap.
And then yeah, let's see. Yeah, anything anime doesn't transfer over. Bleach tried, didn't do good.
Bleach had a live action. When did they have a live action?
It's been a couple of years.
There's another one coming out that I saw. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the One Piece.
Oh God.
I totally forgot about One Piece.
Yeah.
Is it One Piece?
Yeah.
They were doing One Piece. This was like 2 years ago. This is like back when we started the Griffcast.
It's been a while since they announced that.
They must have like real. There's been no movement. Did they realize they fucked up?
I don't know. Like, the way the oddness and the powers work in that show, I don't think they would transfer that well. It would just be weird.
Oh, Bleach did have a live action movie. Oh, but that was back in. That was like, it looks like it was filmed in Japan.
It was.
Actually, they
the
transitioned live action a lot better than us Americans do.
Yeah. The Full Metal Alchemist one actually transferred over pretty good. The Death Note one didn't, but they had William Dafoe as Ryuk, which was amazing.
That was the only thing they needed to keep. He killed that.
Like, it was William Dafoe, of course, and then like as Ryuk, which was amazing. And so like that was the only thing keeping me watching that movie or show.
Was it a show? I thought it was a movie.
I think it was a movie. But like nothing else about that movie was good.
I think that's so. The name of that movie, I think, if I'm thinking correctly, is Cowboy Bebop. Is apparently coming to a live action.
They did the show. They did a Cowboy Bebop show, and it bombed instanced.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can't. I literally remember seeing it the other day, and I was like, that actually doesn't look half bad, but it was just like a small snippet, and I was just like, let me not get my hopes up.
Like a part of me
just looked amazing.
Yeah. Like a part of me was like, this could be done well, but it just didn't happen.
Well, the people that they had playing the roles for the characters actually really looked the part, even though they weren't like exactly the same. They were close enough, and I thought it looked like it was going to be a really good show. But then when they revealed the one character, Ed, it was like you just can't do that character in real life. That's an anime character strictly, and that's it. You cannot portray that character in a real life setting because it's just too fucking weird. It's just it just is. But everything else seemed like it kind of worked until it got to that episode, and then I was kind of like, nope, not into it anymore.
Oh man. Oh.
The One Piece is still coming out. It's supposed to be 2023. It doesn't say like spring or summer or
Who's
fall.
Who's making it?
Netflix.
At least give it a solid like 15-30. Give it a 15-30 minimum. If after that you could turn that bad boy off.
Yeah, Netflix.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Netflix anime live action is not.
I have attempted to watch One Piece 7 times at least, and I get so bored in the first 20 episodes. Everybody's like, "Oh, you got to get to season 3. That's when it really takes off." And I'm like, there is 15,000 episodes. I'm not watching 3 seasons to see if I like it enough to watch them all.
Bro, it was just like, I remember going through and I was just like, the first season, I'm like, okay, we made it. Second season, I was like, look, I don't know if I can do this. Like I was having commitment issues. Like I can't.
Oh, it is a commitment. Oh, is it a commitment?
Like you got to be real strong in your commitment to go through all that. Like, ain't no way.
Whenever I talk to people and I'm like, oh yeah, I watch anime, they're like, oh, have you seen this? I'm like, oh, I'll get to it. Like like I just watched Demon Slayer, My Hero. What was another one that I watched? I just can't remember. It doesn't matter. And people are like, oh, have you seen One Piece? I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm not putting myself through that.
And I'm like, what? It's such a good show. I'm like, no.
No, it ain't.
Starting from episode 1. I mean, it could be a great show. It could be the best show ever. I mean, at least I would have, I wouldn't be able to binge watch it in a week and a half.
Yeah. Apparently, I just found out Bleach is still going.
Yes, Bleach is going really long. They're in the final season right now. They've
been in the final season for like 18 years.
Well, I don't know. It's got to be like the final because I don't know how they can keep doing it because Disney Plus was the one that bought rights to the final season of Bleach.
Which I don't.
So now Disney just has the final season, and that's probably like the biggest fuck you to people that have been following this series since birth. It's just like, oh, you want to see how it ends? Get Disney Plus.
You know what's funny though is every streaming service only has the first 2 seasons. I cannot find it anywhere.
See, look, that's where you need to get one of the Android TV boxes.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about none of that.
That's fair. I look into that. I don't even know, man. I watched a lot of Bleach. I did get through like pretty deep into Bleach, and I just don't know I don't remember where I left off now.
Yeah,
So
I didn't get that far. I got maybe 150 episodes.
How many seasons is it? I want to say I got to like season 13.
Oh wow, yeah, you got way farther than me.
I got pretty fucking far, and then I just don't. And then I don't know if I'm in season 13 or not. So like I don't want to start from the beginning, so that's another gigantic commitment to start from the beginning. But like I don't know where I can pick up from, and still like understand like where I'm at. And I did the same thing with Fairy Tail.
You know what? There used to be a YouTube channel that they did, abridged versions of animes. Yeah,
it was. I remember Dragon Ball. Abridged.
It was fantastic. It's like, oh, you want to catch up on the last 10 years of DBZ in an hour and a half? Here you go.
So I know. So speaking of DBZ, I know that they came out with a Tournament of Power, and then they had that little, that little YouTube series, the Dragon Ball Heroes, and
Dragon Ball Heroes.
But you never watched Dragon Ball Heroes? Oh, it was honestly, I watched all of it on YouTube, but literally after pretty much the Tournament of Power and that little snippet of Dragon Ball Heroes, it pretty much is like nothing left. You see like little snippets of things.
Well, they got a new Broly movie coming out. Don't they?
I thought the Tournament of Power was the last canon thing that they had.
Dragon Ball Super. Is it a new Broly movie or a new movie's coming out?
Oh, they do have a new Broly because they did something to try to bring Broly back to canon.
I do remember seeing like a little snippet of
him and
Broly like talking.
Yeah, I remember they had the girl in Dragon Ball Super during the Tournament of Power. She was supposed to be like a Broly stand-in, or like teasing Broly to help make him more canon. Dude,
I'm
the Tournament of Power.
Like, listen, when it comes to DBZ, I stopped watching after the Perfect Cell saga. Okay, so I am behind by a lot.
You're not that far behind. Because it's the Cell saga, and then it jumps into Dragon Ball. I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball GT is right after Cell saga. No, it's the Buu sagas after.
Yeah, the Buu saga.
The Buu saga. Oh man, Buu saga shit got dark. And Vegeta was at his fucking best, man.
I
think back to the fucking Majin Buu Vegeta.
What?
And dude gives me tears, man. He was a champ back then, man. Oh, I miss that Vegeta. Oh, dude, I have chills right now.
Yo, like, but now the thing, like, after that though, like, I feel like Vegeta's like a pushover, man.
He is a pushover, man. It's just like I love seeing all these memes where it's like Vegeta lands on Earth and he's like, "I'm gonna conquer this fucking planet," and then it skips to the next scene and he's sitting there like fucking with his knees up to his chest and like in a little toy train, just running with his family. Where he's just like making food for Beerus. So that's all he was doing. That's all he was doing in Super was just trying to keep Beerus happy so that he didn't destroy the planet because he loved Earth so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you're talking about a dynamic character, somebody with a character arc. Look at fucking Vegeta, bro.
Facts.
And then there's like Orange Piccolo now. Whatever is going on with that.
No, I don't think there's no Orange Piccolo. Piccolo's still the same, but Piccolo. Oh, dude,
I think there was like a golden Piccolo. It's one of his transformations.
I didn't know he had transformations.
Yeah,
It's like one. It was like it's some sort of transformation, but I remember seeing like a golden Piccolo.
Mm-hmm.
You should watch Super. One of the things I really enjoyed about in Super, because like, you know that like fucking all the Saiyans or whatever, they're just so fucking powerful. They're just so powerful, like nobody can ever contend with them or whatever, and they're always like, planet destroyers. I liked watching Super because Krillin got a fucking glow up, Master Roshi got a fucking glow up, Tien got a fucking glow up, Yamcha was getting his fucking ass beat just playing baseball, but you thought he was gonna get a glow up, and nope. Yo, the androids got a fucking glow up. Everyone got a fucking glow up, man.
Not gonna lie,
Krillin came back and he was just like, you know what? This is why I'm the strongest human on Earth. And like he did the damn thing for a little bit.
Damn.
It was dope. And then Master Roshi. Everyone's always talking about Master Roshi, but Master Roshi got a fucking glow up. He came out and he just ripped off his shirt and he was just like Hulk smashed. He just fucking Master Roshi went on a fucking rampage too.
Oh man. See, like everyone keeps trying to talk about DBZ, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta get back into it at some point in time.
You need to watch it. It was
at least if anything, watch Super.
Yeah,
and watch like the Tournament of Power.
I gotta catch up to awesome. So that way I know what's happening in Super. Like that's the problem.
I don't think you're missing too much. You said you watched Cell. The only thing that I can really remember after Cell is the Boo saga. The Boo saga was pretty long, just because they introduced Mr. Satan and his family, Videl.
Oh, Mr. Satan was around long before that.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't remember when Mr. Satan was around, but like, I mean, really the only point of watching the Boo saga is getting introduced to Boo. Because Boo is around for Super for a little bit. And his relationship with Mr. Satan. I mean, that's pretty much it.
That's weird.
It's just entertaining. Watching the Boo saga was pretty entertaining because like I really put the things on the line, because it wasn't just about destroying the planet. It's also about like saving the people, because Boo was just out there to fuck up some people. He's just like, I love killing people.
Yeah.
So he's just killing people left and right.
At one point in time, they told him to kind of go ham.
Yeah.
They did. Oh shit, that's right. They did. Oh,
I totally forgot
about that. And they brought him up to the watchtower, and they're just like, yo, do you see all these people out there? He's like, yeah, I see a whole lot of people. He's like, Goku was like, go fucking kill him.
Jesus.
And everyone was like, Goku, what did you just say? And he was just like, yeah, just do it. How long? He asked him, he's like, how long do you think it's going to take you to kill all these people? And Boo walks around the entire watchtower and came back and was like, 3 days, maybe. He's like, all right, give me 3 days, and then come back.
Damn.
Yeah, Boo don't play no games.
I mean, it depends on which Majin Buu you're talking about. Yo, Kid Buu was fucking
a menace, bro.
Adult Buu was even worse. But yeah, Kid Buu was fucked up.
So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but KFC has brought back the Double Down. Does nobody remember what the Double Down was?
I do remember what the Double Down was.
If I see it, then I'll probably remember it.
I remember the last time I was out, because I was in boot camp, and I asked for one. I almost got fucked up.
Yeah, so
I won something too. So and they're like, yo, TCP, you get one wish. What's your wish? I was like, I want the KFC double down. I'm like, okay. And then I didn't get it, and they were just like, you're lucky you even got to ask for you a little bit, and then went and fucked me up. And then that was it. And
I do remember the double down.
I was in boot camp for the double down, so I never even got it.
So for those of you who don't know, the double down is a fat guy's wet dream. It is a fried chicken breast with cheese and bacon between another fried chicken breast.
They got marinara sauce in there too, right?
Is there marinara in it now? I don't remember that.
Just for a little bit of flavor.
All I remember is like it was just a protein shot to your gut. That's all it was. Just pure protein, deep fried.
If you did not have diabetes and high cholesterol before, you will after.
Yeah. You know what though? That's probably the healthiest thing that KFC's come out with in a hot minute. I mean, it's just chicken, bacon, and cheese, man. That's all it is.
Getting KFC, put it in the car seat on the ride home, then the chicken grease has already burned a hole through your floor.
Yep. All right. So the reason I bring this up is because if you go to KFC and order a double down, they will give you a closed beta access key for Diablo 4. So the beta that is for pre-orders only, is you can get in there by going and buying a chicken sandwich.
So wait a minute. See, look, I'm gonna say this right now. If you could just go in and get just a chicken sandwich, I can tell you this right now. All the black folks gonna be like, we got the codes. Come through. We got you.
They're gonna be pimping those fucking codes, man.
You already know it. You already know it.
Shit. That's fucked up. I might as well just wait outside KFC, someone to get the double down and ask them if they want their beta code. Take it.
Yeah. Because, like, a part of me is like, man, I haven't eaten at KFC in probably 20 years. I could really do with a double down right about now. It's like, wait, why do I need to? I've already pre-ordered. I don't need the code.
Well, if you do go get code.
It's like, man, I've just cut myself back off junk food again. But yeah, no, that's the thing that's happening right now. If you want to try Diablo 4 on the closed beta weekend next week, yeah, go get you a chicken sandwich.
If you see me playing Diablo, don't ask me no questions.
He's, having a heart attack, sitting in the hospital, just
just playing it out, bro.
Oh, so
who needs their arteries and their heart anyway? It's fine.
All right. So I brought this up with Wild a little bit ago. As long as you guys are cool with it, since we're talking about Diablo 4, next weekend is the closed beta. I'm thinking that while we do the podcast, I'm just going to stream it, share the screen. So, yeah.
I'm A-okay with it. You already know that.
100%. That's fine.
I've asked Rathcon to join us. He's my Diablo cohort. Me and him have been playing Diablo together since Diablo 1. So he's going to be in the beta with me as well. I don't know if he's going to be available that day, but I'm asking him. He hasn't got back to me yet. Rathcon, join me. Anyway,
I know you're in here, Rathcon.
So, it'll probably be for the next two shows. I will probably be streaming it because we have the closed beta next weekend, and the following weekend is the open beta. So, I will be streaming it while we're doing the podcast, and we'll just see what happens. See if it's something that trial and error. See if it's something we can do. Seeing if I can have the attention span to maintain a conversation while playing Diablo. All right. So, Square Enix is now blaming the failure of Forspoken on Dead Space, One Piece Odyssey, Monster Hunter, and the ports of Persona 4.
Man, they couldn't just pick one, huh?
they can't go, hey, we made a shit game. No, they're like, we're gonna close down this system, or this entire development company. We're gonna absorb them back into our home base, And it's all because of Dead Space. It's your fault, Dead Space, for fucking up our game.
It's only been a month and a half. So what? So, what happened? When did Forspoken come out? It came out on the 24th. And Dead Space was the 27th. Whatever. So, I mean, I knew that was going to happen, and I was one of those people, so I was like, Forspoken comes out on the 24th. I knew it came out earlier than Dead Space. I was like, but Dead Space comes out on that Friday. I'm going to have to get in as much Forspoken as I can, because as soon as Dead Space comes out, it's game match. And even me, with how much I love Dead Space, I still was able to focus on both games. You know, I played Forspoken during the day. And then Dead Space, as soon as the sun went down, which was, I guess, relatively early, Dead Space was getting fucked up. And then I was getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And
It's like you're splitting custody between the two.
yeah. I mean, I do understand, you know, not everyone has the luxury of being able to, you know, to buy 2 AAA games in the same week, especially when Forspoken is releasing for $70 on PC. Maybe that was your fault. Maybe you should not have done that.
Touche.
Maybe you should not have made your terrible PC port $70. There's not often that people do that.
I mean, you got a point.
You know, and then when you come out, they're blaming, you know, Dead Space, but Dead Space is, you know, they're like, oh, these are our minimum specs. Sweet. And then Forspoken came out with their minimum specs, and they're like, you pretty much have to have a, you know, a $3,000 gaming rig just to play our game on minimum settings.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. They're like, you need, just to play fucking 1080 or 720 and get 30 frames, or like you need at least a 3060 and like a Ryzen 5 and like 32 gigs of RAM. And people were like, "What? You're fucking high. You're crazy. What are you talking about right now?"
Yeah, that's about a $3,000 game rig. Yeah,
It's not. I mean, but it's close. I mean, it's still like an upper tier rig ish.
It's
You know?
it's a higher mid. It's a lower mid tier, I think, at this point in time. But still, nonetheless,
you're talking about availability of cars and, you know, cars. I mean,
it's not. Yeah, you can't come out with a game like that and expect these specs and expect it to sell well. I mean, yeah, maybe on console, sure. If you stream it, sure. But if you stream it, then you have to deal with, you know, hey, if you can't, you know, do you have good internet?
Do you have good internet? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I put my time into Forspoken. I enjoyed it. It was, man. If you focus, like I said, if you focus only on the story, you're gonna beat that game in like 6 hours.
Oh wow, was it that short?
It was a very short story. The story was just like you get there's only like 4 bosses that you really need to go fight. You know, or I'm sorry, there's actually only 3 because one of the.
You know what's weird is I'm saying it's like, ooh, only 6 hours gameplay, but like if you plow through Skyrim, just the main core story, you can knock it out in like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess this is the same concept. The map. I mean, we've talked about this multiple times, or at least I have. The map in Forspoken was fucking huge, and there's a lot to do. There's a lot of like mini bosses here and there that you can go fight, places to, I guess, somewhat explore, you know, to help you level up and stuff. But I mean, it's not crazy necessary. Yeah, if you focus on, you know, you get there's like 4 queens or whatever that you have to go kill. One's pretty much already dead because you don't have to fight her. You already have her powers when you get there. And then you go kill one, and then you go kill another, and then you go kill another, and then the hidden enemy or whatever, and you go kill him, and then that's it. It's just like 4 bosses.
Okay. I mean, I just thought it was funny that it's like nobody wants to own up to their own failures.
It's gotta be somebody else's fault.
It's always got to be somebody else's fault. All right, so this next one I thought was kind of interesting. So E3 is coming back this year. It is coming out June 11th, and they said that they want to focus on community engagement and interactivity, i.e., virtual reality, you know, human integration, deep dive VR, that kind of stuff. All the major companies, Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox have all stated that they will not be there this year. So that's going to be an interesting deterrence from their usual bout with E3, I think. And like,
so, no Xbox, no Sony, no Nintendo. Who Am I missing any other major players really that are gonna?
So you're gonna have companies like Oculus. They're gonna probably be there. Third party companies that make controllers for disabled people.
So, I was gonna say a lot of gaming studios are gonna be there. Like Blizzard will be there. I'm like, oh no, never mind. Microsoft owns Blizzard now, so I guess they won't be there. I was like, oh, Ubisoft will be there. Never mind. Ubisoft's going bankrupt. They probably won't afford it to go there.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like sitting here like trying to figure out like who are the any like other major key players that are gonna be there that anybody looks forward to.
Nobody really. I mean, who invented the Steam Deck? Who was it?
Valve.
Like actual Steam. Yeah, Valve.
Oh.
Will Valve be there? I mean, Valve might be there. They don't. There's no point in them being there, I guess.
They're
some companies will be there, like showing off their phones, other technologies, and
yeah, it's like, is it going to turn into a technology convention over a gaming convention?
It's always been a technology convention. E3 is always,
right.
It stands for. It's always been a technology convention, but the gaming platforms have always taken over the convention. They've always been the main attractions, the main sellers. So,
but yeah, now they're talking about being more community focused though, and consumer focused. So
does that mean they're going to allow the public to be there?
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, at this point in time, if your big three ain't going to be there, you're going to have to open your doors up to people that you don't want there to begin with.
Exactly. You're gonna have to. I mean, three biggest ones not gonna be there. You're gonna have either one or two things. You're gonna have a lot of third parties there, or you're gonna have a lot of open seats.
Yeah. You know what though? I'd love to see. I know nobody can really. A lot of people have tried, but nobody's been able to do it. I'd love somebody to come out and announce a competition to the big three. It's not going to happen. Like, nobody's successfully done that.
Somebody's got some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
I mean,
Google,
you can't come out. You can't come out the gate and do that. I mean, yeah, like Google and Amazon, they were trying to do that with their cloud platforms.
Yeah.
You can't come out the gate. You gotta have you gotta build up a little bit. There's no way.
Like, tease me a little bit, get the oven warm, and then release the game.
What was it? Tiger was trying to come out with his gaming console. I mean, he just needed some time. He just needs some time to build up the partnership so you can get some exclusive content.
But yeah, also at that point in time, though, it's like, how many will the gaming companies themselves allow another third party system? It's like, we have to change the code for PlayStation. We have to change the code for Xbox. We have to change the code for PC.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Will developers accommodate to a fourth, or even fifth? Is how you say it, a fifth gaming platform.
Yeah, it's like you basically have to build something that will run off of the already made codes. Like, like I could see something similar to like the Stream Deck, like a streaming console or like a Steam console, because they actually had that for a while and it did okay, but not enough to keep it going. So they replaced it with the Steam Deck a couple years later. So I don't know. I mean, honestly, like the biggest thing that held back the Steam console was the controller. The controller was absolute horseshit. I hated that thing.
Wasn't the Steam console the same thing as kind of like the Google Stadia and the Amazon?
It kind of was, but basically it had its own. It was still a physical console, but it wasn't like, it was something like you had to plug in. It basically was something there just to run the UI.
Yeah, it was still like a cloud streaming platform.
Yeah,
cloud streaming.
And once again, we entered in into the area of it had downloadable stuff. Like you could download a game here and there and play it, but you also entered into the the streaming side of things. And if you didn't have the internet capabilities to do it, kind of got thrown to the wayside. Baby, I want those PJs.
There's octopus.
Foxes.
Oh, foxes.
Oh, foxes.
I saw that. Oh, it looked like a little Pokeball. Oh, that was a little Pokeball right there on the neck. I'm like, I want those PJs. They don't make onesies in my size.
I mean, they do, They absolutely do.
Mm. I am very curious about E3. This won't be the first E3 where Sony won't be there. Sony backed out of E3 a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean,
And then Xbox followed not too long after that. And then I don't think Nintendo's ever had a chance to actually back out of E3 before, like COVID and like, because the last E3 is probably like, spring 2019. Yeah.
Was that the last one?
Yeah. Because, like
I
towards the
remember...
end of 2019 was like when COVID started, showing its face. And I think 2020 was the first time they canceled E3 altogether. Didn't they try like an electronic or like a...
Yeah, 2021 they were going to try a online one where you can go online and watch it. But it ended up falling through and they canceled it like 2 weeks prior.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
well, I mean, I guess we'll have to see in June. So it's summer.
It's June 11th. Where's my calendar?
And I remember like the good old days of E3, sitting there with like a notepad and pen, watching all the cool games coming out and writing down the list of games I wanted to buy, or at least we're going to be renting or whatever.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. Okay, so I need to check my calendar. All right, so the 11th is a Sunday, so they're doing E3 on a Sunday, which is interesting. They're not doing it on Friday or Saturday.
No, E3's always been through the week.
Oh, that's right. It's a week-long event.
So it starts on a Sunday.
Yeah. So I guess if they have something up and going, we'll check it out on that Sunday. If we do a show that weekend.
G4 will cover it. Oh, wait, rip.
Whoops. Don't
Man,
you
I thought
have
it was such a good idea to bring back G4.
It was
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was until they let somebody come on there and just drop all their political opinions as their opening. Yeah. Anywho, before we get canceled, let's go ahead and wrap up this show.